Hey there, Treasure Hunt fans. It's your old pal Big D back here again with another weekly news update. But this is kind of a special video this time because this is my 100th video. That is correct. This video right here is my 100th. I've actually done 100 videos, posted them all up, and they're all up on my page here, but I've actually made it to 100 videos. So I just want to, before I start off with what's coming out this week and next week and stuff like that, I just want to tell everybody who's been on here, is everybody who's seen every one of my videos, thank you so much for watching my videos so far. I'm really amazed that I've made it to 100. It just baffles my mind that I've literally filmed and posted 100 episodes, 100 videos of me doing this, and people have watched. So from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to come up with some sort of fanfare to do here pretty soon with it. And matter of fact, if you guys want to comment down below something you'd like to see for like maybe a giveaway or do something like that, let me know what your thoughts are down below. But again, I just want to thank everybody here from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for just being really cool. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. So with that being said, let's get into what's rolling around. This is our weekly news update for September 25th, which is tomorrow, or whenever you're watching. Could be in the past if you're watching this video a few days from now. So what I usually like to do with these videos is I tell you what's coming out tomorrow, what's going to come out next week, and anything new that was announced. And I could say this already, wasn't a whole lot announced last week, so be prepared. But there is a ton of stuff coming out tomorrow. Obviously, the big one for tomorrow is Solo, a Star Wars story. I'm personally looking forward to it because I actually liked it. Yeah, it had some issues with it, but I actually thought it was a pretty good flick. So I'm really excited about it coming tomorrow. I really wanted to watch it again, so I'm pretty stoked about that. There's a whole ton. Oh, by the way, that one does come out. It's going to come out. There's a Best Buy exclusive, which is a Steelbook. There's a Target exclusive, which is a Digibook. I'm buying both those. I'm double dipping on this one because it's Star Wars. I'm sure there'll be some sort of Funko Pop or something like that that Walmart will have. I believe that the Disney store had a lithograph that comes with it. And I'm sure there's a few other things out there. So, and it's coming out on regular standard DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K as well. So that's a Star Wars story. Also, there's a ton of 4Ks coming out tomorrow. The biggest one, the one I'm most excited about, though, Halloween, the original John Carpenter classic, comes out tomorrow in 4K. Already got it ordered. Amazon already shipped it to me. Should have it tomorrow. Along with Halloween, we've got American Psycho, The Punisher, and this is the Thomas Jane Punisher from a few years ago. Also, we got Punisher Warzone and the first X-Men 3, the first 3 X-Men movies coming out in a 3-pack, and that would be my cat, who's apparently all of a sudden now wants to be loose. So also coming out tomorrow, we have the REC collection, REC collection from Scream Factory, the zombie collection. I'm actually looking forward to that. I'd like to get that one. I'm hoping maybe it'll go on sale because it is kind of expensive. Also, Legends of Tomorrow season 3 comes out tomorrow. Kind of funny, huh? Also, The Principal with James Belushi, which is actually a really good movie. It's James Belushi and Louis Gossett Jr. Yeah, I say that 3 times fast. It's actually a really good movie, and it actually spawned like 3 other movies. I think I have a DVD set around here with all 4 movies in it. But it's a really good movie. I really liked it, and I believe it's Shout Factory that's putting it out, so it should be pretty good. We also have Puppet Masters, The Littlest Reich, coming out tomorrow, and this is a reboot of the Puppet Masters series. They're bringing it to a more modern age. I think Thomas Lennon, who was in like Reno 911, is in it, but it's a reimagining and bringing it more up to date. Also, Quickly Down Under from Shout Factory comes out tomorrow, along with let's see here, a movie called Body Melt. I have no idea, but the color looked really cool, like this person just like melting away. Fraggle Rock, the entire series, is coming out in a Blu-ray box set tomorrow. Also, Welcome to the Dollhouse, which I'm sure there's a few people out there that do have enjoyed that movie. Uncle Drew comes out tomorrow. And Uncle Drew, actually, there is a special edition out after that movie tomorrow. At Best Buy, we'll have a Steelbook for Uncle Drew. Let's see here. The Scarlet Diva with, oh my gosh, Asia Argento, the one who's in a lot of trouble right now. Scarlet Diva comes out on Blu-ray tomorrow. I believe that's the first time that's going to be on Blu-ray. And then the last movie that's coming out tomorrow, I have no idea about this other than it's a type of movie that I like. It's called Occupation. It's about an alien force that comes down, takes over the world, and people group together and fight back. I like those movies. I like them a lot. I always like those, humans are at the odds, there's nothing left, we're all down, there's only a few of us left, we gotta fight back, and they fight back and we always win. But I like those movies. They're cheesy as all get out, especially like The Asylum and those movies they make for the Sci-Fi Channel. Those movies are cheesy as all get out. I mean, come on, look at Sharknado. They're cheesy, but I actually really enjoy watching those movies. You don't have to really put much thought into them, and they're so ridiculous that they're just fun to make fun of. So I actually really, really enjoy them. So that is all that's coming out tomorrow. Like I said, it's a pretty big day. There's a lot coming out tomorrow. I know for a fact that I do have The Swarm, which actually, I'm sorry, I skipped over that one. That one comes out tomorrow as well. That's done by the guy that did Towering Inferno and Poseidon Adventure. My understanding is it's been years. I was a kid last time I saw it. A lot of people are like, it's not the best one of the series. It's still a fun watch. So I know that I have The Swarm and Halloween 4K coming to me from Amazon. They're supposed to be here tomorrow. And I will be double dipping on Solo, getting the Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook and getting the Target exclusive Digibook. I've done that with all the movies when it comes to Star Wars. I've got all of them on Steelbook except for one. If anybody ever finds it, please let me know. I'm looking for Rogue One on Steelbook. I got all the rest on Steelbook. That's the only one. And I have all the Digibooks that have been available for every one of them except for the new one that comes out tomorrow. So if anybody sees Rogue One, please, please, please let me know. I'm desperately looking for that one. So that is it for this week. Next week, which will actually, oddly enough, be October. Next week will be October 2nd. Can you believe that? Monday will be the 1st of October. We're already in October. In fact, this year just started. So next week's a pretty decent week as well. It's a pretty big week for Steelbooks, but it's a pretty decent week. The biggest movie that comes out that day, I would think, would be Sicario, Day of the Soldado, which I probably said that wrong, and I do apologize for that. Sometimes I have a problem losing the tongue thing. But that comes out in 4K Steelbook, which looks really... It's beautiful. I'm not going to lie to you. I've seen what it looks like. It's awesome looking. That'll be a Best Buy exclusive. Also, Community, the TV show, comes out. The complete series comes out next week. Along with the first Purge. So the first movie in the Purge series actually will coming out next week as well. And that will be, I believe there's a Steelbook for that one as well. Let's see here. Rob Zombie's Halloween. Rob Zombie's first Halloween movie will be coming out in Steelbook next week. And that, I want to say... Because I reserved it, and I know I got it off of Amazon, but I'm not sure if anybody else is going to have that, because I don't think it's a Best Buy exclusive. I think it's just out there. Also, Tales from the Hood 2. I'm kind of interested. I actually was a big fan of the first Tales from the Hood, so I'm kind of interested. It's a direct-to-video, and it has been how many years since the first one, but still, it's a horror movie. I'll give it a look eventually. Death Race Beyond Anarchy comes out. I think that's the 4th or 5th movie in the Death Race series, along with a movie called Bloodfest, which I'm really curious about. Don't know a whole lot about it, but I know that Zachary Levi's in it, and it's a bunch of kids that go to some like horror fest, but it turns out to be real. So I'm actually interested in that. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of Steelbooks coming out. Like I already mentioned next week, like I already mentioned the Halloween one, Dropped Off Halloween's coming out, and Sicario's coming out in Steelbook. But also, Warner Bros. Is releasing some Steelbooks that week. So Salem's Lot, the original Salem's Lot, will be in Steelbook. Along with Beetlejuice. I'm really excited about Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice. I mean, who doesn't like Beetlejuice? Also, It with Tim Curry. So it's the original version of It, which I do have. I got mine from overseas. It's a region-free disc, but it's kind of got the very similar cover to it. And then The Shining, which I'm pretty stoked about that. Case is really cool because when you open it up on the inside, it's the whole scene when he's taking the axe and going through the door, and you see Shelley Duvall screaming in the corner. So that will be out. That comes out next week, along with all the Purge movies are coming out in Steelbook, which would be really interesting. I'm not sure about this one. I love my Steelbooks more than anything, but I don't know. I'll have to take a look at these. I've seen some of the cover art, and it's like, okay. I know I really want to get, for sure, Beetlejuice, and I want The Shining, so I'll have to be picky and choosy, I'm sure. I probably will. My wife's going to kill me for this one, but I kind of want to get the Sicario because it is that good looking of a Steelbook. So we'll see. And also next week, the last one, I've just missed it on here, is Rescue Me, the entire series, which is a pretty good series by Dennis Leary. If you haven't seen it, it's actually really good. My brother-in-law and I used to call it the Banging Show. And if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. So with that being said, that's next week. And I've already talked about with this week. And the last thing we got here is what's coming soon. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, the beginning of the video here, I did say it wasn't a whole lot to come out next week, and that's I'm not lying. And it's not a whole lot of like big stuff. Like a movie called Prehysteria, which starred the kid from Last Action Hero, has been announced for October 9th. It's an old movie from the 90s. The Marine 6 with The Miz It has been announced for November 13th. Actually, those movies aren't too bad. I mean, they're what they're worth, but they're not bad. My Neighbor Totoro is coming out, and that's going to be a Shout Factory release, which I thought was really amazing and like kind of weird at the same time. I don't know if I'm releasing a whole lot of major like titles like that, and maybe they did. I didn't do enough research on it, but I was really surprised because I know My Neighbor Totoro is a pretty big anime title, so it is coming out by Shout Factory, so it's going to be really good. There's going to be a ton of bonus features on there, and that comes out the 11th of December. Woo. Also, we have Mad Dog Glory. That's the original movie with Bill Murray and I believe it's Robert De Niro. That one's coming out, well, they said this year. They didn't have an exact date for it yet. And then the two kind of biggest titles on there, first one is Slender Man, that was just in theaters. That's coming out October 30th, the day before Halloween. They want to get that out as fast as they possibly could. I didn't hear a lot of good things about it, considering it just was in theaters last month. It didn't do very well, so I'm kind of thinking, eh. And the last one is, so back in 2013, they remade The Evil Dead, right? They made The Evil Dead. It wasn't Bruce Campbell this time. It was a new group of people. It was updated, stuff like that. So they put it out, but there was an unrated version they never did put up. Well, they're finally putting out the unrated version of that. And oddly enough, it does come out on October 23rd. So you're going to have the cut version, which is the standard version you saw in theaters, but you're also going to have the uncut version. My understanding is the uncut version is quite a bit more brutal than the original. So it's only been available apparently in Europe. We've never had it over here, so we're finally going to get the uncut version of that, which I'm really excited about. I actually like that movie. Not as much as the original Evil Dead, but for what it's worth, I thought it was a pretty good flick. I mean, there were some definite good moments in that movie. So that is it. That's what we got coming out in the next few weeks. It's coming out tomorrow. Not much. I'm assuming that we're going to see, I did notice on a few websites the Meg starting to pop up for like pre-order, which means they'll probably get a date for it pretty soon. Same thing with like Mission Impossible, last Mission Impossible movie. And there was another one I saw, and I can't remember the top of my head one, but we're going to start seeing a lot more of that stuff start to pop up now as we get closer and closer to the holidays. And I'm assuming you're probably going to see a lot of stuff for November, December. But that is it. Once again, I want to thank everybody for my 100th episode. Again, it's because of you guys that I do this stuff, and I really do. This is a total labor of love. I really do enjoy doing this and coming up with new ideas. And don't worry, I will have several videos this week. I've already filmed a bunch of other stuff because I'm waiting for this video. So I do have, be on the lookout for videos coming up. I know Horror Pack, I should be getting the Horror Pack this week, so there'll be a Horror Pack update. I have a rant video about digital downloads. I have another video where I do my entire Scream Factory collection, so be on the lookout for that. And I do have a review for the movie Predator that I saw. So those should be all coming out within the next week, so be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. Click the like button down below. Let me know down below too in the comments if you see any of these movies coming out or any of the stuff that's been announced. Did you like any of it? Did you not? You have any suggestions for like some sort of contest or something like that for my 100th episode? Anything, just leave me some comments down below. Let me know what's going on there. And please click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos from Big D. Click that little bell if you want to see get updates when I put stuff out. Thank you all again. You guys rock. Always remember to keep hunting because you don't know what you're going to find. You just don't. I just got back today. Matter of fact, I just did a little bit of hunting on the way home today. Just to show you really quick. Picked up hard-boiled Criterion Collection for $1.50. You just never know what you're going to find until you go out there and find it. So always keep hunting. And remember, live long and prosper.